Now, working directly with my partners, Mike and Connor, I have started to implement YouTube strategies which literally have me sitting at the table and competing for what will be a $25 million listing. And these are conversations that I was not having before I started implementing these strategies. Hey, thanks for stopping by the channel. In this one, we're going to talk all about EXP Realty. We're going to talk about the 9 reasons why I ultimately decided to join. And you may be asking yourself, Logan, why are you wearing that Aloha shirt? Does EXP have anything to do with it? Stick around, we're going to find out. Well, hello there, friends, clients, brothers, sisters, Romans, countrymen. Lend me your ear. We've got a good one here. Okay, Logan Allen Williamson here, powered by EXP Realty. That's right. Now, in the past, I've been a part of EXP. I actually made my decision to exit the company based on a lack of infrastructure and organization. This would have been between 3, I believe, and 4 years ago. Ultimately, I've made the unexpected decision to transition from Keller Williams back over to EXP as my broker of record. Now, how is this going to impact you as my client? We'll dive into that. How is this going to impact you if you were another agent in the marketplace? We'll get into that as well. But ultimately, as you can see here, I'm wearing my bright and colorful Aloha shirt. It's a little bit of a theme with EXP just because of the number of different advantages that there have been already joining the brokerage thus far. I'm within my first 30 days with the brokerage. And as things play out, as things continue, there will be a number of different review videos that I actually put out with my unbiased opinion about what it's been like to be a part of EXP. Now, if you were a client that is watching this video, this is going to be a little bit removed from the typical Reno-esque information that I put out there as far as buying or selling information for you as a potential buyer or seller up in Reno. But I do want you to know, if you're watching this, there is going to be content for you as a potential client or a current client as to why this is going to impact you positively. And then if you are an agent out there or a broker or team leader that is exposing yourself to this video, I'm going to give you resources as far as how to reach out to get more information about joining Team Wolfpack here at EXP. So we've got a lot to cover. My information, my contact info is going to be in this video as usual. Please make sure you comment, like, subscribe, smash that like button so this video actually gets out to a ton more people. And hey, you already know, if you're looking at buying or selling real estate up in the Reno, Carson City, Lake Tahoe area, I'm licensed in both California and Nevada. I can help you all around the lake and certainly up in the Greater Reno area and Washoe County. I'd love to chat with you, get the information that you're going to need to make a good decision for yourself and for your family moving forward. Contact me. Okay, let's dive right in. So we've got a number of different reasons about why I joined EXP. In this video, we're going to talk about the top 9, and then at the end, we'll get into why I'm wearing the Aloha shirt, because I know everybody wants to know. First and foremost, let's dive in. Number 1. Okay, the number 1 reason why I joined EXP, and I hope you can see this here, are you guys, my clients. As real estate professionals, we don't do everything ourselves. As much as we'd all love for you to believe that we are the end-all be-all experts in real estate, that just simply isn't true. Every single transaction is vastly different. Every single transaction brings a new list of questions to the table that have to be answered. And as your real estate professional, it is our job as a realtor to go to the correct sources to get the correct information so that you can make informed decisions for yourself and for your family moving throughout the course of you achieving your real estate goals, whether that be buying or selling. Now, what does it look like for a real estate agent? Well, we hang our license with a broker. Now, our licensed broker is typically who we go to access information throughout the course or even preceding your real estate transaction. So what does that look like? So if you have a question, maybe you want to build on undeveloped land. Maybe there's no well or septic on site and we need to know who to go to for a reasonable and affordable perk test. Maybe we need to figure out if it's even going to be feasible to get permitting for a single family residence on site. Now, typically, as a real estate professional, unless we just have that Rolodex of information based on prior experience in the back of our head, we're going to go directly to our broker, or we're going to go to resources within our office, and we're going to get that information. Now, how does that limit us? It limits us as real estate professionals to provide the most accurate and best information to you as the client based on who we're pulling that information from. Now, there are a lot of great brokers out there that have excellent information, and usually we come back with answers that are sound, that are incredible. But with EXP, you get access to so much more information. Now, the reason for that, EXP is a cloud-based brokerage. Now, there are 30,000 agents, give or take, that are a part of EXP. with training upon training upon training inside of the cloud. What does that look like? So if you as a client come and we have a question now, maybe we're in a tough situation or a tough part of a negotiation during an escrow, and I'm going back to now my trusted professionals, my trusted partners to get answers about this question. Well, now with DXP, instead of going back to my one broker or maybe two people in my office that I can ask questions to, I now go into the cloud at EXP that has over 30,000 agents with some of the top producing brokers and team leaders around the country with the best experience in the world that I can now basically spitball back and forth with to get information and to get strategies to help you as my client basically get the best price, the best terms, and have the least amount of headache throughout the course of your transaction. So first and foremost, the reason why I joined EXP was to create a much better, more informed, and continued world-class client experience. So it was for you. Diving right through the list. Number 2, I hope that you can read this here. Number 2, building wealth. So I know that there are a lot of agents and there are a lot of broker owners out there that are going to be watching this video. And what I want you to understand is that trading time for money at a standard brokerage is just it's not where things are moving, okay? So what they say, if you're looking at the wealth quadrant, is that to build wealth, you need 4 different things. You need multiple streams of income, you need passive income, you need the ability to accrue equity, and you need the ability to duplicate what you're doing. Now with EXP, we have all 4. At a traditional brokerage, you have 0. Now what does that look like? We'll get into a number of different things. The long story short of it is you come on board with EXP and they have basically given the real estate professional an opportunity to truly build wealth instead of just being in the real estate rat race. What do I mean? I mean that if you were a typical real estate agent, how do you produce your income? You close deals. And if you are not closing deals, you are not earning an income, period. What happens when you want to retire? What happens when you want to basically provide a retirement opportunity or retirement income stream to your family that you've created? Well, usually that doesn't happen unless you've diligently invested over the course of your career. Now, if you've been somebody that has been busy from start to finish actually building a business, you've basically beat the attrition rate or the attrition period in real estate, meaning that 94+% of agents are out of the business within 2 years because they simply can't sustain and figure out a way to create consistent income. If you get past that period of time, you're busy, you're doing deals, you're trying to build your infrastructure, you're out there helping serve and support your clients and their families. Now, if you never have time to build that personal real estate portfolio, or invest in that stock portfolio, or do anything to build passive income or long-term wealth, then what happens to you when you get to that point where you're later in life and you want to retire? Well, it's the reason why a lot of agents are stuck selling real estate into their 70s or their 80s because they just simply have not created a plan to exit. With EXP, all that has been thought about. Our founder, he built this business basically to make sure that this was recession-proof, and this is something where realtors and real estate professionals could create income even during downed markets in tough economic times. So the ability to create wealth within EXP, create multiple streams of income, to accrue equity, and to ultimately duplicate yourself, they're all prevalent, they're all available to us, all of those different avenues and resources within EXP. We're going to start to touch on those a little bit as we get down through the list, but the ability to create wealth within EXP is one of the top reasons why it's making sense for so many people to take a look at this model who ultimately haven't had the opportunity to or the passion to in the past. All right, folks, number 3. Okay, and this will be a fun one to read, but it says retirement plan. That's right. Now, EXP is an SEC regulated, publicly traded company. And what does that mean? It means that if you come into this opportunity with EXP, if you want to leverage this model as an agent, it means that you're going to have an opportunity for ownership. Now, EXP awards a number of different equity awards for a number of different milestones in your career, whether that be your first deal, whether that be taking advantage of the Icon Agent Program, which is after you hit your 16K cap, essentially you close an additional 20 deals, receive your 16K back in stock and equity options. But essentially what happens with EXP is through the equity model and through ownership, as you acquire equity in the company. And keep in mind, we're not talking about the value of the equity. We can't tell you whether the stock is going to go up, down, left, right, diagonal, or sideways. But what I can tell you is as you accrue stock awards in the company, it is willable, meaning that as you're accruing equity in the company, as you're accruing ownership in the company, if that stock basically has any sort of monetary value, you can then pass that along to your spouse. You can pass that along to your children. So you're creating a retirement plan essentially through your ownership in EXP. Now, what I can ask you is, whatever brokerage you are a part of currently, are they offering you equity options? I know that the answer to that is no. All right, number 4, numero cuatro, net more money. As an agent with EXP, you're going to do the exact same work that you're already doing. but you're going to net more money doing so. Now, when we have an unemotional, patriotism removed, ego removed conversation about EXP and about the numbers and the logistics, there has not been one time where I've sat down with another agent or broker owner where the EXP model has not penciled. What do I mean? I mean that with EXP, you're on an 80-20 split. At a typical brokerage, you're on a 70-30 split. Okay, so if you're on a standard 70-30 split or even a 60-40 right now, maybe you're a part of a team, you're immediately going to make more money off your split just coming over to EXP. Now, beyond that 80-20 split, if you get to the point where you are now an icon agent, meaning that you hit your cap, which is 16K, which is roughly about 2.66 million in gross sales volume or production, you do an additional 20 deals. EXP is going to reward you that 16K cap back in stock. Now, there have been agents that are on that icon level, which we can discuss, over a one-on-one call if you'd like, that have come in that are basically doing the exact same amount of sales volume, the exact same number of transactions per year, but literally over the course of a 2 or 3 period have become wealthy simply off of those equity share awards. Now, I can tell you right now, if you are basically going and you're doing a high volume of transactions and you have nothing more to show for it than a plaque on the wall or maybe an award ceremony dinner where your name is mentioned, you're simply missing the boat here. Number 5. Okay, number 5 is related to tech and it's called KV Core. It's a CRM, it's a lead generation software. It's a full front-end website with IDX capabilities along with the back-end CRM, and it costs well over $1,000 a month for an individual agent. At EXP, we get this for free. Now, we're paying down in the United States $85 per month for our technology fee, which is our all-in cost to be with EXP, but they're also offering a CRM, which would cost me personally well over 4 figures if I wanted to basically leverage that technology on my own. Now, through the full drip campaigns, through the CRM capabilities, and through the different advertising campaigns, the lead pages, the squeeze pages, the IDX searches, it's very user-friendly and it has a lot of horsepower. KV Core has very high-powered SEO capabilities already built in. And just to give you an idea, so my KV Core site was up and live with EXP back once upon a time when I was a part of the brokerage. I basically shut down my affiliation with EXP, but the site was still just live, living inside of Google. I was continuing to get leads for almost 1.5 years off my KV Core just based on the SEO, Reno Realtor up in Nevada. So KV Core is an incredible site. It's an incredible resource. There are multiple endless hours of training inside of the cloud for you to take advantage of to learn how to utilize the CRM once you get up and running. But I'll tell you that KV Core is a very, very powerful technology tool. It's a CRM that is well over $1,000 per month. So if you don't want to come out of pocket for 12, 14 grand per year just to utilize this service, keep in mind, you'll get it when you join EXP. Okay, number 6. Woo, number 6, time and energy savings. Let me tell you something. Okay, so inside of the cloud, a lot of people have so much skepticism about the cloud, but let me give you a little example about why the cloud is so accessible and such a great tool to leverage as an agent. Okay, so once upon a time, I'm an agent. I'm trying to put together a squeeze page. I'm trying to put together an advertising campaign, and all of a sudden my CRM is buggy and I can't figure out what the heck I'm doing. I can't get certain things to work. It seems like it's an issue with the tech. Okay, so I scroll down to the bottom of the website where it says contact us, send in an email where you don't even get a support ticket. I can't tell if the email has been sent, received, or what the heck is happening. So essentially I'm sitting on my hands for, let's call it even a 2-day period until I hear back from somebody as to whether or not they can fix the problem. Okay, fast forward. Now you're a part of EXP. Maybe you're experiencing some sort of a difficulty or some sort of an error within KV Core and you just can't quite figure things out. Well, what you do is you go into the EXP cloud, you log in your computer, you take your avatar, you walk right over to the tech center, and literally within 10 minutes, give or take, I know a lot of people have timed it, like my partner Mike Sherrard, who I think within 7 or 8 minutes basically had an issue completely solved that otherwise would have taken him a few days. You're in, you're out, and you're moving forward with your business. So the ability to go in and get quick answers, to get quickly implemented solutions from the tech outpost, to go in and have direct conversations with your broker if you don't just text them directly, which is kind of the norm with a lot of EXP agents who are getting answers immediately through text with their broker. If you want to go in, you want to basically talk to the marketing center, you need to go in and talk to compliance, you want to host clients inside of the cloud, inside of a conference room, you want to go to your statewide meeting every week. It's just so accessible. You don't have to get in the car, you don't have to drive to an office, you're not sending error or support emails to basically rogue support email addresses where you don't know if it's being received. The cloud is going to be so advantageous for you, and it's going to be such a time and energy saver when it comes to getting you answers quickly. All right, Number 7. Okay, now number 7 here, I know you probably can't see it, but number 7 says fastest growing. And what does that stand for? It means that EXP is the fastest growing brokerage in North America. And I can't say the world yet, but very well may be the fastest growing brokerage in the world moving forward. We just opened up in South Africa, in Portugal, in the Philippines, so in Brazil. Now, Australia, 30 different countries, including the UK. Now, what does that mean? It means that this is not a model that is going to come and go. It means that there is now proof of concept. There are 30,000 agents, give or take, that are with EXP currently, and we're forecasting to go well above the 160, 190,000 agents like you've seen at a Keller Williams. We're forecasting that the company may, over the course of the next 5 to 6 years, grow to 400,000 to 500,000 agents. Now, with the opportunity to produce income at EXP, you have to understand that a company that is operating with 30,000 agents, potentially moving to 400,000 or 500,000 over the course of time, and obviously we can't guarantee that, but there's a huge delta that exists with those numbers, which means that there's a huge opportunity for growth. This is a company that now licenses its own software with the cloud. There are so many different reasons with the SEC regulation and so many different aspects of EXP that just make this a tried and true model. It's something that is not going anywhere, and right now, again, as mentioned, this is the fastest growing brokerage in North America. Number 8. Number 8, early opportunity. Yeah, now it's something that I just alluded to. Currently at EXP, there are just about 30,000 agents. The forecast shows some big numbers for agents that are going to join. This is what we call an app for your business. This opportunity for you, if you are a broker, if you're an agent, this isn't something that you're coming in and you're basically building this big infrastructure from scratch. This is basically an app. You're already on the freeway. Let's say your career is on the freeway. You're moving forward. EXP is just an app that you're going to plug onto your business, that you're going to plug onto the side of your car and keep rolling. Save time, energy, attention, and money with the TEAM acronym. EXP is something that has such a tremendously large opportunity for agents that get in early. It's going to be amazing for you, just like it has been for me, my partners, and so many other people. Now, I can remember back a few years ago when the early adopters that started at EXP are now doing very well, and I can only imagine the ones who get in now compared to 3 years from now, how well you're going to do as well. Now, there are a number of different people that talk about a number of different things when it comes to numbers, when it comes to income opportunity and earning potential. I'm not going to do any of that. For so many more reasons other than income, EXP makes sense. But when you are talking about numbers, getting in, being an early adopter as one of the 30,000 plus agents that are now on board compared to the hundreds of thousands that will soon be on board, it gives you an opportunity to come in and leverage time, big time, right now. Okay, final answer, number 9, and this is a good one. Okay, numero 9, the wolf pack. Ow, ow! What you need to know is that there has been a lot of misinformation, a lot of miscommunication out there when it comes to EXP, with the opportunity, with the company, with the model, with everything that comes along with the brand. Now, what I found with my partners right now, who are basically the founders of Team Wolfpack, my diligent partners, Connor Steinbrook, Mike Sherrard, Pat Hayes, these are all folks that have been in the industry for a long period of time, all folks that said no to the opportunity at EXP for a very long period of time until they were approached in a different way. They weren't solicited like a lot of realtors and salespeople do, where they come in and they're shoving income opportunities down your face and basically is, blah, 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 come in, you need to be a part of this. They were approached through sound techniques, if you will. Hey, why would it make sense for me to come over to the brokerage? What tools, resources, what opportunity exists other than just income, because I'm already doing well for myself. So with Team Wolfpack, we're offering things to our agents that you're just simply not going to be able to get elsewhere. If you're looking at the opportunity with EXP, that's great. I encourage you to open the conversation with the right people that you have relationships with. But I will tell you, if you're looking at Team Wolfpack, what we're going to offer you is something that is absolutely unsurpassed by anybody else in the industry. Meaning, we have lead generation courses. We're talking about funnels, which I'm going to give you a peek into when you click this link to learn more about joining the Wolfpack. But we're giving funnels, we're giving social media trainings, Facebook ad strategies, Facebook courses, Instagram personal branding courses, YouTube strategies and courses. And listen, quite frankly, being a modern agent and being a part of Team Wolfpack is something that will certainly change your life for the better. Now, working directly with my partners, Mike and Connor, I have started to implement YouTube strategies, which literally have me sitting at the table and competing for what will be a $25 million listing And these are conversations that I was not having before I started implementing these strategies through YouTube with this attraction marketing to essentially make you the lighthouse that people are coming to, that already know you, already like you, already trust you, already want to work with you, as opposed to you being the tugboat going out into the wake, basically having to find a boat, find a client, and then bring them back to shore every single time you need new business. Social media and attraction marketing will change your business. And with this particular team, with Team Wolfpack, you're going to be able to come in, you're going to be able to access trainings weekly, and you're going to be able to converse with the team on a daily basis through private Facebook groups and different assets that we've created to where you can really light your business on fire. Now, if you want any more information about EXP in general, or you certainly want to have a further conversation about joining the Wolfpack, like I said, you can go to wolfpackagent.com. You can schedule a time. Either myself and Mike, myself and Connor, myself and Pat, we're talking to people on one-on-one conversations all the time. And after we sit down for anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour to really dive into the opportunity, dive into the numbers, I'm telling you, I have not had one conversation where the numbers don't pencil and where it makes sense for an agent to ultimately say, hey, I am ready to come on board. Keep in mind, no harm, no foul. If you come on board with EXP, we're not asking for a 12, we're not asking for a 24-month contract. It's basically on a basis of you come on board, you love it, you stay, you make some money, or you can for sure. You come on board, you don't like it, you leave. Nobody's going to twist your arm. We want this to be successful for you. We want this to be a successful journey for you. And the difference between Team Wolfpack and a lot of teams out there, which I've seen, is that we are incredibly vested in your success on this team. We want you to do well. Now, if you're interested in working with a group of partners that is going to be very vested in your success moving forward, that's going to give you the infrastructure, the tools, the strategies to help you not only grow your business, but to do so in multiple states, potentially in multiple countries, as well as how to outperform other agents in your marketplace and become a top performer with your volume of transactions, then this is going to be the team for you. Go ahead and click on that link. I'll talk to you soon. Logan Williamson, powered by EXP Realty, signing off here. Thank you for stopping by. We'll talk to you soon.